Hello everyone, welcome back. So let us continue with the letter. Where did we stop yesterday? We're talking about how we need to deal with slow learners or kids who are slow learners. So when we talk about dealing with them, we have to consider in two ways. One is we need to get help from teachers if it is possible. In few of the schools, definitely they have a separate system for dealing with the students who are slow learners, but in certain schools we do not have. So if the teacher is taking a responsibility, they have a certain way to deal with them. And if it is at home, how as a parent you need to deal with slow learners, or how you can help them overcome it. See, in the previous session, we actually got to know what could be the possible causes for it, and one of them was the trauma of parents' disharmony and all that. So similarly, even the environment in school plays an important role. If the school is not giving the right kind of ambience for children, this can happen, where there's a lot of bullying, where they're putting down the kids for not scoring well. This will happen. This will affect the children a lot. So when we talk about teachers, what they need to do is they need to find multiple ways of making them understand. There are different models which you can use. Some teachers will follow a single model of teaching, but you will have to use multiple models, sometimes reading, sometimes writing, sometimes pulling them into one group and giving that extra time, sometimes in certain schools they club the children who are really good with studies with the ones who are taking time to learn. That is one of the best things that you can do. Another thing is you need to be very patient. You should see that you do not abuse them, because you know for sure that they are slow learners. Definitely a teacher can do this only if there is a cooperation from the management, from the school management. The school authority should take that care of children who are slow learners. So from teachers' side, maybe it is a little limited because it is not completely under their hand, but when it comes to parents, yeah, they have the upper hand of managing the entire ambience and the situation and guidance for children who are slow learners. Now, as parents, what you can do is, first of all, you need to be extremely patient, because unless and until you're patient, you cannot guide them, because they're not going to understand once and for all, especially when it comes to mathematics, where there's a lot of reasoning involved. It takes a lot of time for them to understand. So you will have to put in that extra bit of sitting down and explaining, drilling them again and again, and you need to even put in certain element of competition. So it's not a comparison what I'm saying. There should be some kind of competition. You can bring it within the child, like you have to find or identify a reward for the child. What would make the child very happy? So it asks them to score so much, sit and learn this so much, so I will give you this particular reward. Next time you need to score more than this, so let's study little more and you are going to get this particular reward. So there has to be reward, there has to be a lot of patience, and then you have to always be their advocate, in the sense, no matter what people come and pass comments on, no matter people bully him, you have to be that person's voice. You have to stand up and talk for your child. You cannot just accompany someone else who is saying that your child is dumb, your child is really not good in studies. You will have n number of people to come and tell at home that your child is not performing well, so many complaints. So you need to advocate that child, as in support that child, talk for that child. So once you start doing this, what you should never do is show your angst and anger in front of the child, because in this particular case, the father and mother is very responsible to what has happened to their child. So if you want to fight with your partner, you can fight through your WhatsApp or your SMS or anything of that sort, but not in front of the child, because already the child is going through a different difficult phase in school and amongst friends. So this is bound to happen. Now, as parents, you also will be having a lot of places that you go to visit. Be very intelligent enough in choosing the place where you're going to take your child. So find places where the child gets an opportunity to mingle with the children who are slightly older than them and not younger than them, and people who are very smart and who are talkative, who can pull them along and take them along in the games or in talking or in certain activities, because that is again going to pep them to be like them. So they need to have a competitive spirit. You need to find a reward for them. You need to support them. You need to have a lot of patience. Different kinds of methods should be used to make them learn. Like, it is not just about sometimes you need to read over and over for them, because they are listening to it. You make them write, so they are writing and they are learning. And then you teach them different other, like keep asking them questions, so they are bound to answer. Even if you are playing or you are talking, you bring in the academics in between, in the form of quiz or in the form of question and answer session. So when you do that, it's becoming more playful, and not just playful, they are going to remember it over and over again. It's like a revision for them in a playful manner. So once you do that, another important thing that you have to see is that you need to reduce their homework, reduce their targets. Like, don't give them unachievable targets like stand first in the class, you need to score more than 90%, more than whatever, 98%, 95%. No, don't go to give them unachievable targets. You give them, make them to accept failures. Tell them it is okay to fail. Tell them it's fine if they're not scoring so much. We can try together. Give them that confidence that they can do it. So when you start being with them and being very strongly with them in helping them out, you should also see that you get an external help. See, they really need a tutor. If the school teacher is ready to extend in the evening and ready to tuition them, go for it, because they need that extra time. All that they need is more time and different methodologies to make them understand. Without pressurizing them, with lots of rewards and games, they will perform equally as good as their peers. It's not going to be difficult for them. It's only the matter of time. See, as the name indicates, they are slow, right? So they will take time to be their best. So you give them a tutor, you take help from others to probably guide, help from your friends to come and teach, involve in group studies with your friends' children if you have any, or take your child to his friend's place and make them study together. These kind of small little things here and there can make a huge difference to the child. The moment the child gets to know that they have the parents' back, then they are going to be really strong in going ahead. Now again, there's one thing that you need to be careful, that is, do not pamper them. Do not say, okay, he's a slow learner, he can't achieve, so it's okay, it's fine. No, that's not going to help them in any way. So what you need to do is, you need to bring the best out of them. So giving a helping hand and small tips, you can make them start using colorful sticky notes, maybe use your phone for calculator, all those things, small little gadgets, what they like, you can give them and make them use all those things to make it more interesting for them. You can put the sticky notes to remind them that, this is what it means, this is what it means. So when they look at it, they get to know about it. So these kind of small little tips and tricks can definitely help your child to overcome this or to manage this. The more time you put, the more patient you are, the lesser you fight at home with your spouse, it's going to be better for your child. So these were the few tips that I wanted to share with you all when it comes to slow learners. So if you start practicing this, definitely you will see a huge difference in the child, because it's a matter of time, it's a matter of patience. So once you guide them, they are definitely going to overcome this, or they're going to outperform from whatever they are doing at the moment. So this is what I wanted to say. So do not ever get confused with dyslexia and slow learners, and do not consider this as a learning disability. It is different. It is completely different. So you know how to identify them, you know what are the possible causes and how you can help them out. I think I've touched upon all the things that this particular person who has written the letter wanted us to touch upon. So I hope this will help at least a few of you all who have been looking for guidance. If you want to tell us anything, or you want us to go in detail in any of these matters, please do write to us. We will definitely deal with all those topics. If you want to have a healthy discussion in the comment section, you're always welcome. And if you want us to to feature your letters, then you can write to the address that is mentioned below. Yeah, I have not forgotten about your DIY. So we will be going to the DIY section. So today we will be having something for your hair. If your hair is really dry and if it is brittle and you really feel like it is standing out dry like a broom, you can try out this deep hydrating hair mask. So this is definitely helpful for people who have extremely dry hair. People who have oily scalp can avoid this DIY. This is especially for people who want to give a deep hydration for their dry hair. So let's go into the DIY video and we will talk later after that. Okay, so that was one small tip for you all to manage your dry, damaged, dull hair. Please do try it. It will definitely help you all. I have tried it and it has brought in great results for me, and that is why I'm sharing it with you all. Likewise, if you can help someone by sharing this particular video about slow learners, it would be a great deal for us. If you like this video, please do make it a point to like, share and subscribe. So until I meet you all again, you have a great day. Thank you.